What we're going to pause here. Can we do like my inner Ed Ludlow?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Bloomberg technology folks. On a Friday, we're going to do this. This is a valuable effort. He's out of it's like where the perplexity people are.
Is that right?
His academics are out of Berkeley.
Oh, boy.
It's like Sir Lewis Hamilton's driving
Smart
around
people.
in an F1 car with a perplexity symbol on the top of his helmet. And it's four thugs out of Berkeley. Joining us from that group, Ankit Jain joins us, co-founder, CEO of Infinitus Systems, to explain AI. Okay, I perceive it simply, Ankit, as like a closed model and an open model. And they're battling right now. Let's just begin. Describe the two open-closed models of artificial intelligence, and then tell us who's going to win.
Well, this is the debate of the week, the month, the year. For when all of these scientists got together and said, let's build neural networks, things that work like the human brain. We thought that it was going to be magic. We thought that these models and all of the initial ones were open in nature, meaning everybody could see how they worked. And that's how the ecosystem of researchers was helping each other out to get better. But then we saw this moment in time when OpenAI decided to stop open sourcing what's called the weights inside the models, the weights and biases of the models. So now no one knows how OpenAI's models actually work. And the same thing then happened at Anthropic. And the research community kind of was up in arms. They said, we helped you get where you are, but you're now not giving us access to improving it as a open community. So now you've got these two rifts of the world, the open source community and the closed source companies, the Googles, the Anthropics, the OpenAIs, who are constantly improving their models, fighting the open source community. And for the last 3 years, it seemed like the closed source companies were going to win. OpenAI's ChatGPT, Anthropic's Claude, Google's Gemini were just on a tear. But in the last 6 months, we've seen a huge shift the other direction. We've started seeing the open source models come back with a force that we didn't think they'd be able to, because whether it's the ones out of the Chinese labs or the ones coming from around the world, there's some out of Spain and other parts of the world that are performing almost as well as the closed source ones. And that's why there's such a debate around which one will win right now.
What does Infinitus try to solve for in the healthcare space, Ankit?
Well, what we've done is we've built AI that helps make sure that patients get the care and the treatments that they need by automating the conversations that happen between the different stakeholders. For example, that could be following up on patients quickly after a discharge. That could be making sure a prior authorization gets approved, all the things that typically delay a patient from getting the care that they need.
So who's a customer? How's you guys define the marketplace?
So we sell to three major groups of customers. First are the pharmaceutical manufacturers who have billions of dollars set aside for what are called patient support programs, being able to give copay assistance for those that can't afford these expensive therapies, or in many cases, free drugs to those in the underserved communities. The second constituents that we sell to are the health insurance companies, who are trying to make sure that patients stay adherent to their therapies. They're trying to make sure that their members have access to all the knowledge and information that they need. And of course, the third group are the provider groups that are trying to make sure that their patients actually go down the paths that the providers, the doctors, want them to go down. But for each of these, they want to make sure that any communication that happens can be AI first, but human when it matters.
And Kate, Aravind Srinivas out of Berkeley doing Perplexity. Have you ever worked with him? Was he like an intern for you?
He wasn't an intern for me. The Berkeley community, when it comes to AI, is pretty robust. We're doing a lot of very interesting things. But many of us in the late 2000s were doing the research that now is the basis, along with researchers from many other top universities, is the basis for what we now see in the world of AI.
What's in the oxygen at Berkeley? Ankit, it's amazing. I mean, what is it about Berkeley developing this entrepreneurial spirit of all this computer stuff we don't understand?
If you rewind about 20 years, the joke at Berkeley was that we did all the hard research work, but the entrepreneurship came from the other school on the other side of the bay, a la Stanford.
I can't remember the name of that.
Exactly. But there was a huge push inside Berkeley to say, how do we make it so that all of our researchers also get that entrepreneurial mindset? And it's changed. And now I think there was some statistic late last year that the #1 school for entrepreneurs now is Berkeley. And that it took 20 years of change.
Okay, I want to pin you down 15 seconds. Who's going to buy Perplexity?
It's a good question. If I was a betting guy, I'd say it's Amazon.
Very cool. Got to have you on again. Ankit Jain, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Infinitus Systems there.